Princess again. I hope you're all doing great. So today we will be talking about new topic. We're going to be learning expressions, how to answer the question, how often you do something. I hope you're ready. Let's get started. We use how often to ask questions about frequency. We normally use adverbs of frequency to respond to questions like this. For example, how often do you study English? Always? Maybe it's not always, but I hope it's often. For you to better understand adverbs of frequency, I'll be showing you the examples and at the same time its Mongolian translation. Let's have the first one. Always. In Mongolian, for example, I always wake up at 6 o'clock. Let's have the next one. Usually. Can you say that again? Usually. Very good. In Mongolian, for example, I usually come home after work. Let's have the next one. Generally. Can you say that again? Generally. You can also say normally. It's just the same thing. In Mongolian, for example, I normally swim after school, or I generally swim after school. Let's have the next one. Often. Can you say that again? Often. Very good. In Mongolian, for example, I often spend Christmas with my family. Let's go to the next one. Sometimes. Can you say that again? Sometimes. In Mongolian, for example, I sometimes play tennis on the weekend. Let's go to the next one. Occasionally. Can you say that again? Occasionally. Very good. Let's have its Mongolian translation. For example, I occasionally eat Korean food. Let's have the next one. Seldom. Did you say that again? Seldom. In Mongolian, for example, I seldom go to the library. Let's have the next one. Rarely. Could you say that again? Rarely. Very good. In Mongolian, for example, I rarely listen to the radio. Let's go to the last one. Never. One more time. Never. In Mongolian, for example, I never listen to rock music. This time, let me show you adverbs of frequency picture. Please remember, always it's like 100%. Usually, 90%. Generally or normally, 80%. Often, 70%. Sometimes, 50%. Occasionally, 30%. Seldom, 15%. Rarely, 5%. Never, 0%. In this lesson, I just want you to remember the following words. Always, it means all the time. Often, it means many times. And sometimes, it means most of the time. Rarely, it means not all the time. And never, it means not at all. Okay, now let's have some practice. I hope you're ready. Let's start. So I have here 5 questions. I want you to answer the following questions out loud using the vocabularies we studied together. Let's have the first one. How often do you go to school on foot? All right, let's have the next one. How often do you have fruits for breakfast? It's better if you answer in a full sentence. Now let's have the third question. Can you read it with me? How often do you have dinner in a restaurant? That's great. Let's have the last one. How often do you go camping? Okay, you did a great job. For some more practice, I want you to watch this video. Enjoy!
In the morning. I'm always very busy in the morning. I usually get up at 6:10 in the morning. I always make the bed in the morning. I sometimes go for a run in the morning. I always take a shower in the morning. I always brush my teeth in the morning. I always make coffee in the morning. I always make breakfast in the morning. I always read the newspaper in the morning. I always check my email in the morning. I always leave for work at around 8:30 in the morning. Now it's your turn. What time do you get up in the morning? Do you make the bed in the morning? Do you go for a run in the morning? Do you take a shower in the morning? Do you brush your teeth in the morning? Do you make coffee in the morning? Do you read the newspaper in the morning? Do you check your email in the morning? What time do you leave for work in the morning?
That's it for today. Please don't forget the vocabularies you learned today. You can watch this video as many times as you can until you're ready to answer all the exercises given. See you again next time. Bye, everybody.